from MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com just after 11:30ish on the 11th of June 2019, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. Well, all right, anybody that has played short side, we'd said earlier, use 88 stop for your idea to try to take profits because we'd had about a 20-point trade. And then let's look to see to use that area above, just above the IB low as our resistance and see if we can't come back and close today's gap, which we've done. So this is a sell, buy rhythm for covering and making sure you're paid. And then anybody who's aggressive that wants this is using that 98 as a stop to come back and try to close the gap. Now I have the gap at 89 and a half to 90. We can go to any low now that we've taken out the IB low and we've closed the gap. But again, you want to be conservative and make sure you get paid because this primary trade will be ending and traders are going to look to take a bounce. So for anybody that's had a good morning, you don't even have to come back today. You just lock and said, we guess right today that today was a day with the double island gap that had in our 12.5 resistance that we're going to come back and do a pullback trade. And now anybody that tried today to buy long, they're all underwater. So we can go to any low. I know Dan was looking for a test at 86, certainly possible. But the most important thing you want to look at is making sure you get paid your VIG. We said get your 4 or 5 points and then try for a few more. Going to wrap up with 1 or 2 more charts. Okay, we're at the bottom of the pipe right here. If we use that 75.25 gap as our low. So I like this target. Can we come down and get the 84s? Can we come down and get the 82s and whatever? Who knows? All I know is today is knocked out a lot of the longs who felt that we could never get a pullback. So the last high that we've made here, we're going to keep that 98 as our resistance for now until broken. And we're going to keep in mind that we're coming into that big 85 territory. So anybody wants short side, I am suggesting very hard to get by 85 to 82. That typically is a huge, huge area of support. And even if we get there, it won't stay there long usually. So be very careful thinking about anything other than scalping short because the primary targets have been hit by closing the gap. And good fortune below. And now what I've done is adjusted to the print range. So for perspective, we can just see how this is the bottom level for support. We've come back to that 88.25 level. Important idea. At 03.75, this resistance level back in here, and for sure yesterday's high. So it's a range type trade, a 2-day range. I said today that I would be very surprised if we were able to take out the overnight low. We're certainly a lot closer to it now than we were when I said that, and it still makes me obviously conservative about expectations. But the goal of the boys really, once they decide to come back, it's the equal opportunity. So the next goal for the boys, if they're on their game, is to knock out this low. Create opportunity for more commissions. Hey, sorry guys, go get another position. Come on. I mean, that's the way they work. Stops down. Anybody's got the short. We still have about 15 minutes. But primary target has been hit. So here's our 10-minute chart. We held the pivot point at first. We bounced up. We grabbed that green line, fast line coming down, and we've hit rain for the first time in how many days? So this is a regression trade, right? June 4th was the last time that we hit the rain line on this 10-minute chart. Third time through area, and I'm going to put the 15 on now. So you get a look at that before we go. And I've got the 79 to 80 area. That will be migrating up. But you notice where our resistance is now. And so we're in the funnel, what we call the funnel. And that's this relationship. And this is our primary chart. So we can go back to the 10 for now, but we want to know this area and this range. We want to know that this corresponds basically with that low of, the 2-day print low. So we're going to keep an eye on this later today and tomorrow. And for now, I'm going to look at a 10 because it's working fairly well right here. So I want to see the faster moving averages coming down at me because I already know that level that I'm looking for down here. And if you want to put it on a 5, you can put on a 5. So this is not an umbrella trade because all those moving averages are below. And this is one way. You see it when it starts to get sloppy like this and above and below, then you know it's time to drop to the next one to see the next support. And you get this relationship because these are so much higher than this line. It's really hard to plunge and get those other targets you'd like. But I'm still going to keep my eye on this chart because I think this is now the chart in play. And the reason I say that, because you got to get it back up above this blue line. So that's resistance for now, and this is our support. And range trade it. Dan, you talked about knocking out that low before we're done today, and I think you've got a good shot at that. And squeeze pivot back here is also of importance, and that's at 83. Keep that in mind. Guys, we had a good morning. This came like a day later than everybody wanted. Everybody wanted this type of a day yesterday. And today was a day that really caught Charlie with the mantra that, yeah, let's just keep buying support. Well, guess what? Today you have to buy deeper support. Doesn't mean that concept is gone, but you got to buy deeper support. And this was the whole key once we got under and then stayed under. All right, enough for one day. I'll see you in the Slack room. Hope you had a good one.